There is rain in the area, but we've been given the go-ahead to get this one started. Today, it's an NL Central Division matchup between the Cincinnati Reds and the Pittsburgh Pirates. It's Pirates baseball on the show. Next. Trevor Williams is the man on the mound for the Pirates in this contest. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you always like to begin the season on a good note. In his first start of the year, he did just that, picking up the win. There's nothing he'd like to do more than to get number 2 in this one here.
Into the box now, Jose Peraza. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Off for Cincinnati.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. And guys, as we take a look at the Pirates coming into this afternoon, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, they've been playing some quality baseball. The first 4 games of this homestand, they've taken 3 out of the first 4, looking to capitalize and continue to play good ball today.
You know, Gilo, this is time to get greedy. When you win 3 of the first 4, boy, if you can win 4 out of the first 5, that sets up a really nice stretch of baseball. They'd love to win this one here today and keep that roll going.
A moment here to take a look at the Cincinnati Reds starting lineup in this one. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
You always have to look out for a guy like Joey Votto. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy. Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
First offering on its way. And he gets ahead 0-1. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Reds are down in order. Now the Pirates will get their first opportunity. No score. Amir Garrett will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, looking at the numbers, you can see this guy had an ERA over 4 last season. He'd like to do a lot better than that. He's got to do a much better job of keeping base runners off the bases. Cut the walks down and try to limit the hits per 9 innings pitched.
Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So here in the first inning, the leadoff man's aboard to kick things off.
Batting second.
Hey, you want to be the team on the attack, without question. In the bottom of the first, starting it off with a leadoff single gets everyone in your dugout going.
Here's Melky Cabrera. That's a strike to throw down. Is there, and he's out trying to swipe second. Nice release by Barnhart.
Well, he tried to turn a single into a double by stealing second on the first pitch, but they were ready for it. Good catch and throw from behind the plate, and it's like that base hit never happened.
Takes this the other way to right, and Cabrera's going to have himself a base hit.
Love the ability to push that ball the other way right there. Nice knock to the opposite field. That's a switch hitter's delight, the ability to use all parts.
And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. Swinging a soft liner, so this is pulled in by the shortstop. And here's how Clint Hurdle set his Pirates lineup for this one. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Yeah, I'm looking for a big performance from the milkman, Melky Cabrera. He's hitting over 400. Now, hold on. I know it's just April, but that's really impressive. And if you're hitting 400 in the backyard playing wiffle ball, you're still doing something pretty good. It's been a great start, and I'm interested to see if he can feed off of it the rest of the way.
Stepping into the box, Corey Dickerson. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. He's set. Here it comes. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire, as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, I know they've caught a little bit of a losing streak right now, but they got good veteran presence, great veteran presence in that clubhouse. And I bet you someone steps up today and says, this stops. We get it done today, boys.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Line drive to center field, and that'll get down for a base hit.
I know this pitcher's trying to keep his pitch count down, but that's ridiculous right there. Pitch right down the middle. He's lucky he's getting this ball back.
Elias Diaz the next to hit. He swings and grounds it to short, and that's through into center field. Base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with two away.
Well, there are two outs, so nothing's guaranteed, but when you can load the bases in the home half of the first, you've got to find a way to at least cash in one. If this guy escapes this mess, his confidence is just going to grow as the game goes on.
At the plate, Josh Bell. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. This is grounded foul. And this is knocked down on the mound. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. Pirates leave them loaded. We are still scoreless. Back now from PNC Park. Second inning on its way, but first, here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, these conditions aren't really ideal for baseball right now, but I am hearing that they're expected to improve as the game progresses. The grounds crew told me between innings that the field's in good shape. They're going to continue to work on keeping it dry, but we should be in for more favorable weather later in the game.
Let's hope, Heidi, for all of our sake, that Mother Nature takes that front and passes it through without an incident.
At times, you have to stay focused, though. For me, a little dampness, a little rain, a little weather coming through might actually do the infield dirt a little good. Some guys like to keep it bone dry. I like it a little wet. Ball stays down. Time for a look at the Buccos on D. And we're fortunate enough to watch one of the best outfielders in the game. The Gold Glover resides in left field. Can go back on balls as easily as go in on balls. Strong, accurate throwing arms. Look for him to make a play today.
The center fielder.
And that brings up Scott Schebler. His previous history with Trevor Williams. He's a 300 hitter, 3 for 10. He's taken him deep once. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Dan, Rusty Valentine behind the dish tonight. He is north-south without question. Letters to knees.
Well, I tell you what, he really favors a power pitcher. If you can consistently pitch at about the chest level and above, he'll call that high strike zone. I think he's a very friendly pitcher's umpire.
Hit down the line at first, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Reds. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Now to the plate, Colin Moran. He's been productive at the plate in the series with 6 hits coming into this one. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
So far, this has been a very good outing for this guy. Listen, he doesn't have the best stuff, but what he needs to do, and he's doing it right now, throwing strikes early, trying to initiate a lot of contact. The more pitches that the hitters see off this guy, the better chance they have to go ahead and square something up. So he needs to continue to attack early and get some quick outs, attack the strike zone on the first and second pitch.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you can say, hey, he's going a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
There's one on to Votto, and they get the double play.
Batting ninth, the pitcher.
So base is empty now after the double play. And next will be the pitcher, Trevor Williams. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Popped up, Votto in foul ground, and no one will track it down. Hit to third. Iglesias gets down to make the play. What an outstanding play to end the inning. They call it the hot corner for a reason, and this is a beauty to take us to break. More from the show, Saturday Baseball, following this message and a word from our local stations. Now in the box, Tucker Barnhart. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
No balls and a strike to count. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And this is taken in for out number 1.
Batting it.
At the plate, Jose Iglesias. Here comes the first pitch.
Iglesias.
Fouled off. Third inning, no score to this point. Line drive to center field. And the Reds have their first hit of the game. Stepping in, Amir Garrett. First pitch of the at-bat, and he pops up the bunt attempt. Bell is there, and he'll bring this one in. But they'll just get the one out here as the runner will get back safely at first.
Shortstop, Jose.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Line, but speared on a hop. Oh, and he throws it away.
Hey, that's a heck of an effort by the shortstop right there to leave his feet and try and make that throw to first base. Got to be frustrated a little bit as a pitcher. You executed your spot.
Well, I tell you what, as soon as you throw one like that, D-Roll, you see your shortstop get a glove on it. You're thinking, okay, maybe he has a shot to get him, but that's a long throw after that jump throw, and it's solid.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Reds strand a couple. Home half of the third coming up. No score. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up Starling Marte.
The center fielder, Starling.
He's ready. Here's the first offering, and he fouls this one off. Here comes the 0-1, and it's fouled away. Oh, and 2, here it is. And he popped him up. Peraza into shallow center. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Up next for the Pirates.
Leadoff man gone, and that brings up Melky Cabrera. First delivery to him on the way. Fouled straight back. The 0-1 delivery. Hit on the ground toward the left. Iglesias is up with it. On the first, and Cabrera's a ground out victim. 2 away.
Now back.
So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Adam Frazier. 0 for 1 here in the early going. From the stretch. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. And he popped him up. Peraza is there, and the side is retired. Down in order. In now for the Reds, Joey Votto. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. 1 ball, no strikes to count. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Marte going back, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And the Reds get a man into scoring position on the leadoff double.
Talk about starting off the inning with the bang of goodness. When this thing left the bat, I thought it was out of here, and I think he might have too. Only made it to the warning track, but he glides into second base with a leadoff double.
Scooter Gennett is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Ripped on the ground to first. And it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here. And now is Yasiel Puig. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Right there for strike 1.
This is a situation where the offensive player just needs to do his job. Take inventory, infield back, get you a ground ball somewhere in the infield, preferably off the corners, and get your team the lead.
The 1-2. Skied into very shallow right. Cabrera's there. And that's the second out of the inning. And he's not even going to consider it here as he holds tight at third with 2 away now.
Now batting, the center fielder, Scott.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Red center fielder in front with a 2-0 count.
Now 2-0 with a great hitter up, a runner on third and 2 outs. This is not the spot where you want to be challenging a hitter like this. This is where you have to pitch very careful.
Ball even at 2-2. And this is foul tipped at the plate directly off the arm of the home plate umpire. And folks, there's no padding up there. That's going to hurt. The 2-2 pitch. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. 1 left for Cincinnati. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Digging in, Corey Dickerson. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
This game is rolling right along as we move. Move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
This is on the ground over to first, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting.
So striding forward now, Elias Diaz. He reached on a single in his first try. He's set, and the pitch. Pops this one up. Gennett over to his left. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Josh Bell the next to hit. And then it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen.
And that's just another base hit in a long line of many. Seems like he's been pitching from the stretch the entire game, but somehow he's still got a shutout going. We'll see how long he can make this last.
Hit back up the middle, and that'll do it as Gennett is at second base to record the force out. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings, and flat out he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only one of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
Thank you, Heidi.
The catcher.
Fastball in there for a called strike.
Hey, this guy has been locating his fastball all game to perfection. Talking to a number of big league pitchers over the years, they'll tell you a well-executed fastball with good location is still the best pitch in the game.
The third baseman, number 4.
Digging in, Jose Iglesias. He singled his last time up. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Off the plate and in. Hits a ball and a strike. Iglesias is normally at shortstop, although they've got him playing third base here today.
Yeah, always one of my favorite things to do. You watch this guy today. Playing shortstop, you have time. There's rhythm. There's a timing to that position. Third base, man, step in and dive. Reactionary position. You have to come get it. Go back on it. A lot of different things. This is a fun player to watch today.
Throw not in time at first, so the pitcher tries to give himself up, but instead he gets himself a base hit.
Well, he took a risk with the decision to throw to second instead of taking the sure out at first. Not sure if someone was yelling for him to go to second, but we know now it was the wrong call.
No balls and one strike. Lofted in the air out toward right center. After it is Marte. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Ready once again, Jesse Winker. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. The 0-1 offering. Swing and a ball sliced fouled into the seats down the left field line. 0-2. Here it is. Again, he sends it out of play. Here's the 0-2. Hard on the ground towards short. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Now
so chalk that one up as an E6, and he really can't believe it out there. So runners at the corners with 2 gone, and standing in is the on-base machine, first baseman Joey Votto. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch sent on the ground out to second. Fielded cleanly. Throw on the bell at first, and the side is retired. Reds will be forced to settle for just the 1. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Reds lead it 1-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Clint Hurdle during the commercial break about the Pirates offense, and he was very pleased with how little they're swinging and missing right now. They're currently averaging more than a hit per inning, while at the same time, they've yet to strike out a single time. We all know that's a rarity these days, but clearly the bat-on-ball approach is working for them.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Here's Brandon Phillips. He leads off at the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Digging in now, Trevor Williams. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Down the third baseline. But this is foul for the first strike. He's set. Here's the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident, attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he's stepped in a big old bucket of sense.
On to first, and very quickly, 2 are gone in the home 5th.
The center fielder.
Here's Starling Marte. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Jeanette is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side is. Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
A ball and a strike now. Lifted the other way out to left center. After it is Dickerson. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
The right fielder, number 66.
One away now for the free swinging right fielder, Yasiel Puig. And that's taken for strike one.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
First delivery to him on the way. Into right field, that's a base hit. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
Ball one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. This is pulled into right. Cabrera will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Reds leave one, but they... Ready now, Melky Cabrera. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
For the Pirates, the right fielder, Melky Cabrera.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Left side. And this will get through into left for a leadoff hit.
Up next for the Pirates, the second baseman, Adam.
Standing in, Adam Frazier. He's lined out and flied out in 2 plate appearances. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now he gets the ground ball to first. This might be 2. To second for 1. Over to Votto, and they're able to get them both.
Up next for the Pirates, the left fielder.
Now batting, Corey Dickerson. He was a ground out victim last time up. He's set. Here it comes. Oh, what a pitch to start the at-bat there. It's 0-1.
You see that swing right there? You know what that tells me, boys? That this pitcher is doing his job right here. But also, the offense is obviously not picking anything up today.
And Dickerson behind 0-2 now.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking his zone, showing a lot of confidence in his stuff. He's got 2 quick outs, and now he's got this guy down 0-2.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a little blooper to center. And that's in there. Base hit. So a great job on a 1-2 pitch to keep the inning alive.
Yeah, he's got the outs when he's needed them and seems to be really comfortable pitching from the stretch. Hard to keep that up over several innings, though.
Standing in, Elias Diaz. A hit in 2 tries so far. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
That evens it up 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for ball 2.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
The 2-1. High in the air out to center field. Schebler has a beat on it, and that retires the side. 1 left for Pittsburgh. It remains 1-0. Back here in Pittsburgh, Reds leading this one as we start the 7th. And before we commence, let's take a look at the game summary to this point. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. And now our right-handers begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. Lifted into center field. Marte is under it. Makes the play, 1 away. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Amir Garrett. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. Line drive to center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 9, shortstop.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Jose Peraza. He flew out in his last at-bat. Hit in the air to straightaway center. After it is Marte. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Takes just 4 pitches to set down the Reds, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Digging in to try it again, Josh Bell. He'll try and get something started in the home half of the 7th.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0. And he popped him up. Peraza into shallow center, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
They need to be aggressive right here from the offensive standpoint. Lead off base hit, bottom of the 7th. You're down 1. This has to be the moment they scratch one across.
Stepping in now, Colin Moran, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
0-0.
Here comes the Red skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Michael Lorenzen takes the call from the pen as he'll try to get the final 2 outs of this 7th frame. In now, Brandon Phillips. Head-to-head numbers against Michael Lorenzen. He's 1 for 3. Here comes the first pitch. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. A swing and a ground ball to third. Iglesias showing off his range. On to first, and talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. 1 batter, 2 outs, and the inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More of the show. Saturday baseball after this. Stepping into the box, Jesse Winker. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8.
Jesse Winker.
Here's the first pitch to him. This is line to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So it's a leadoff base hit, and it makes for a good start to the inning for Cincinnati. Stepping up now, Joey Votto. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. This is skied into short left center. Dickerson comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 1. So here's the cleanup hitter, Scooter Gennett. 4th trip to the plate now, and he's hitless. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Marte going back, and it's gone.
Every run helps late in the game, and with this one on the board, they're now up 3 and only need 6 outs to end it. They've got a little room for error, and I'm sure they'd like to add to that even more if they can.
Into the box now, Yasiel Puig, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. 3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Fouled away. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball one. On a line, that's a base hit. Oh, and he misses it. Running hard. He's digging for second.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Two-seam fastball, sinker. He stayed inside it. Didn't have the action the pitcher would have liked.
You know, that's a sinker right there, Mark. It's intended to be down in the zone. And this pitcher better get the ball down because he can't live up in the strike zone.
He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Working for the punch out and the offering. Another one sent foul. Here's another 0-2. Hot shot on the ground is short. Phillips is there. Throw gets him. 2 down. Ready now for Cincinnati. Tucker Barnhart hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. Puig stands at second with 2 gone. Behind 0-2 now. The next 0-2. Hit softly down the line at first, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Another 0-2 home. Pulled toward right center field. Here comes Marte. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. But the Reds do push. Pablo Reyes will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the 8th. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Winker on the move, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
Into the box, Starling Marte. He swings and grounds it to short. Flip of his glove for 1. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Raisel Iglesias enters here looking to get the final out before the 9th inning.
Now pitching and batting in the 7th spot, number 26, Raisel Iglesias. Now catching and batting 9, number 12, Kurt Casale.
Now at the plate, Melky Cabrera, and they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, and it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it 1 bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what can happen.
He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
Adam Frazier is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. The 1-0. This is skied out toward right. Puig's got a read on it, and the inning is over. Pirates. Richard Rodriguez enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Rodriguez.
And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Cabrera is there. 1 quick out to start inning number 9. So with his day over now, you get a look at the final pitching line for the Pittsburgh starter. Great day's work any way you look at it.
One of the big keys to having a good pitching performance is not being afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone. And this guy certainly wasn't in this one. Didn't allow a walk all game long.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Cabrera's there, and that ends the inning. Reds are down in order, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Jared Hughes enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth. Digging in and looking for more, Corey Dickerson. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Schebler is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the ninth this crowd was hoping for. 1 away.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Elias Diaz. His career line against Jared Hughes. He's 0 for 5. First delivery to him on the way. Slapped hard the opposite way. And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game.
Hey, guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put good wood on it.
So a runner at first now with 1 away. And digging into bat next, the big bat of Josh Bell. First delivery to him on the way. Liner towards second. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
So it's a tight spot here. First and second, 1 man out, and that'll bring up Colin Moran. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line to the right side. That's in there. Base hit. And a relay home. The tag, and they got him coming back to third.
Now batting. Shortstop. Brandon.
Stepping in, Brandon Phillips, who represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it, so he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
He makes the catch, and the Reds will put an end to their 3-game skid as this ball game is over.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
3-0 the final score in this one today. The Reds used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Amir Garrett earns his first win of the season. Trevor Williams pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Jared Hughes earns the save out of the bullpen, his first of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show.
Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. Looking first at the NL Central, the Cincinnati Reds defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 3-0. The Cubbies sent 3 balls into the seats as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 8-4. The Padres held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they beat the Cardinals on the road 6-2. The Marlins beat the Braves in Atlanta 3-1. The Washington Nationals combined for a 4-hitter as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 4-0. The Minnesota Twins took the win in extra innings over the Phillies 4-3. The Red Sox hit 3 long balls as they made it a laugher against the Diamondbacks 11-0. The Dodgers combined to give up just 5 hits as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 3-0. The Rays pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 3-1. Trey Mancini added 3 RBIs to his total, leading the O's to victory over the Yankees 7-3. The White Sox launched 3 home runs as they took down the visiting Mariners 5-4. The Tribe took down the visiting Blue Jays 6-2. The Detroit Tigers combined for 10 hits as a team as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 6-2. Shohei Ohtani collected a total of 4 driven in, helping the Halos defeat the Rangers 6-3. The Houston Astros sent 3 balls into the seats as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 5-0. That's all for today's show. See you back here tomorrow. Have a great day. It's Monday morning and welcome to Inside the Show. In the National League Central, the Reds picked up 14 hits in total as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 8-3. Entering the day's action, the Pirates are in first place in the NL Central, while the Reds are third in the division. The Brewers combined to allow only 4 hits as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 7-2. At the start of the day, the Brewers are in third place in the NL Central, and the Cubs are at the bottom of the division. The St. Louis Cardinals bested the visiting Padres 2-1. In the standings, the Cardinals sit in first place in the National League's Central Division, while the Padres
It figures to be a wet one, but we'll have baseball for you on MLB Network nonetheless. Today, it's the home opener for this new season between the Pirates and the Chicago Cubs. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you into another edition of Major League Baseball coverage on MLB Network. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. The staffs for these two teams sure to be a focal point as this series moves along.
Just like any team, pitching is going to be a key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but if they can pitch like they can, I think this team is going to be pretty successful.
All right, the stage is set. The starters get their final tosses in out in the bullpen, and we've got a good one in store for you, folks. Play-by-play is coming up next. Getting close to first pitch here. Let's listen in to public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2019 Chicago Cubs.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two men who'll get the starting assignment here in this home opener. A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, definitely watch out for Corey Dickerson. This guy hit over 300 last year, and man, it was impressive. Just hitting over 300 is really something special to look at. He's a consistent hitter. I love watching his approach. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He'll be there again this year if he continues to stay within himself.
Cole Hamels gets the ball for the opener in front of these hometown fans. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you know, Matt, pitching coaches say, hey, you have to throw the ball in the zone. You have to throw strikes. Well, this guy did it in his last one. The only problem is he found a lot of barrels, gave up a bunch of base hits in his last one, and hopefully he can start missing some of those bats in this start.
Lazy fly ball out to center field. On the run is Almora. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Here's Melky Cabrera, previously against Cole Hamels. He's a .391 hitter. He also has one home run. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line toward the alley in left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. He appeared as a pinch hitter in yesterday's contest. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Hayward is there, and it's a three-pitch inning as the side is retired. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. Mark DeRosa, what's the key to them starting out 1-0 here at home?
Yeah, you take a look at this lineup they're running out today, and they got their work cut out for them with the sinker baller on the mound on the opposition side. They're going to have to see the ball up. They're going to have to work the home plate umpire. Can't be given 4 to 6 inches off the inside half, or he's going to have a field day pounding that sinker in there. Should be interesting to see right out of the chute if he's got the good one or not.
And guys, as we take a look at the Pirates coming into this afternoon, they come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Yeah, Matty, this team's in the grind part of their schedule right now. Just had a short homestand, able to say hello to the family, kiss the wife, tuck the kids in at night, and they're back on the road again. This should be interesting to see the energy this team plays with today.
So the breaking ball locked him up there. Ben Zobrist is retired for the first out here in the bottom half of the first. In there, 0-1. In prior matchups with Chad Kuhl, he's gone 2 for 6. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
I always felt 0-2 you had to cover away. If a guy's going to bury you in 3 times in a row, you tip your cap and walk back to the dugout because that's not easy to do.
This is popped up. Bell is over, and he tucks it away for the second out.
Batting third, the third baseman.
Coming to the plate now, Chris Bryant. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's a swing and a ball hit into the air to left center and shallow. Phillips has got it, and the side is retired. An inning in the books. Scoreless on MLB Network. Second inning coming up in Chicago. And with more on the weather forecast, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, light rain is in the forecast throughout most, if not all, of the game, but I've been told it's not expected to cause any delays. The grounds crew will just need to make an effort to keep the field as dry as possible between innings, especially the heavy traffic areas like the pitching mound and around the bases.
Yeah, Heidi, thanks. And beyond keeping the surface playable, I'm sure you guys would agree, it's avoiding the stops and starts that becomes important in games like this one.
Yeah, 100%, Matty. The biggest thing is if you're going to be out there, you want to grind with the boys. You don't want your starting pitcher having to be sat down. You don't want to have to go inside for an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then get refocused and restarted up again. Matty, you're so focused out there, you just want to compete and see the game all the way through.
Throw on to first, and Hamels has retired the first 2 in the inning. Josh Bell the next to hit. He did his part yesterday afternoon as he cashed in with 3 hits in the losing effort. First pitch here is hit off to the right side and fouled. It's strike 1. Dan Dero, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. It was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, Matty, this.
And the second baseman is there to make the play, and that ends the end. Here's Javier
for the Cubs, the shortstop, Javier.
A 2-0 finish today. The Pirates rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one.
Here now.
Welcome, everyone. Let's jump right in and revisit.
And good evening to those of you just joining us on the show. You've chosen to tune in at a great time. Melky Cabrera may be looking to go deep here as he and his team trail by 1 here in the 9th. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit on the ground to short. And that's through, a base hit. Throw comes in quickly now, so that tying run will be forced to hold on at third here, still with only one away.
Second baseman, Adam Frazier.
Now at the plate, Adam Frazier. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, he needs to clean it up. He's already got the hat trick. The boys are wondering if the golden sombrero is soon to follow. Gotta lock this AB in.
Swing and a fly ball. And this should at least get home the tying run. Almora is there. Let's see if they test it. And he is out at the plate. He tried in vain to score the tying run. And this place is going crazy. The ball game is over. 3-2 the finish in tonight. And now for Washington, Howie Kendrick. They'll go to work on getting that tying run home from second.
Howie.
First offering on its way. Fouled off.
This has to be a productive at-bat right here. I know you want to drive the run in and get the RBI, but you have to find a way, bare minimum, to move this runner over to third.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Now the Nats are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen.
Robles stands at second with no outs. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Cabrera's there. He makes the play. Runner tags and hits for third. Michael Taylor will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 3.
No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1. Still only one out in the inning. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. Grounded to short. To his left, Gonzalez. On to first, and now the Nationals are down to their final out here. The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
Same pitch that time, the sinker, but it looked like he made a good adjustment with it.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. Released it from out front much better that time. I just think he wasn't real happy with the first one he threw, so he wanted to get the feel back for it.
Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there. Swing and a line drive into left field, a base hit. In to score easily is the runner from third, and they have tied it in the bottom of the ninth. And he is into second base with an RBI double.
The center fielder,
you know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen, and I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sink and cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Marte is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Matt Grace takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings.
Number 33.
Melky Cabrera will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. First pitch on its way. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one.
Obviously, it's pretty deflating when you blow a lead in the bottom of the ninth, and now you're still fighting in extra innings. But the fact is, the game is tied, and a win is still very much a possibility, so they have to play that way.
Now a flare out toward right center. In there, a base hit.
You think he's not setting the tone for this series right there? Third knock of the night, and we're only in game one. This could be huge.
And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. Weak grounder down the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Softly hit out to short. The throw to Defoe. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out. Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli. There's one away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. Swing and a liner. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game. And he needed extra innings to get it, but there's his first hit of the game, and that'll keep the hit streak alive and kicking.
D-Row, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball, right? You go extra innings, that lineup turns over, and was able to get him one extra AB.
Yeah, and he'd be lying right now if he said he wasn't thinking about it. The boys hooked him up right there. Pitching staff extended the game a little bit. One more plate appearance, and he extends the hit streak.
He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 0-1 rolled slowly down the first baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Now the 0-2 pitch, and another foul ball. Frazier over at second. Cervelli at first, one gone. Now this is slowly hit to short, probably too slowly to get to. The second for one, but one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
The first baseman, number 10.
Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in as he'll hit with the go-ahead run at third and 2 away. Here's the first pitch. Ground ball right side. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's in now is Anthony Rendon, struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
You know, it's great to be patient, make a pitcher work and all that stuff to try to get walks, but you have to be ready to hit. And that was a really hittable pitch, and now you've got to deal with an 0-2 count.
Frazier backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Juan Soto. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
And that fastball's taken, but catches the outer third. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Oh, and that nearly sent us home and sent this crowd into hysterics, but it'll wind up a foul ball. Check swing that time. They'll appeal down to third, and Mike Fillmore isn't buying it. It's ball 1. Taken high and deep to right. Cabrera going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting.
Here's Matt Adams now. It's been a 2 for 4 effort for him so far in the ball game. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. 2 out, nobody on. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And that is off the wall in right field. And the possible winning run is into second base. He's got a 2-out double.
Hey, that's a nice piece of hitting right there. 2-out base knock to put the winning run on base. Let's see if someone can catch a gap and end this thing.
And here now is Wilmer Defoe as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. And he's got a chance to bring in the winning run. The question is whether they'll even pitch to him. Tried to hold back, but this is popped up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Oh, and 2. Here it is. Line drive to left. Reyes is there to make the catch, and that means we've got more baseball. Into the box.
Leading off for Pittsburgh, the shortstop, Eric Gonzalez.
First offering on its way. And he can't get out of the way there. So the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Well, he might be feeling a little bit of a sting there, but he can take comfort in knowing that he represents the go-ahead run. That could turn out to be a huge hit by pitch.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Pablo Reyes. Go-ahead run at first, nobody out. Here's the first pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Soto is in pursuit. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Gregory Polanco will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 25, Gregory Polanco.
Slapped hard the opposite way. But this will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride in left center for the second out. So coming to the plate, Starling Marte. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. Here's the first pitch. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Chopped foul at the plate here, and it's 0-2. Ready on 0-2. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw on to Adams will take care of him, and the inning is over. Keone Kela takes over now to start the home 11th, and he's looking to get this one to the visiting 12th.
Keone Kela.
And that misses ball 1.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
And that's the first out. Striding in now for the Nats, Howie Kendrick. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Kela is about as stingy as they come in terms of a bullpen arm. He's proven very difficult to hit, and it's a rarer thing still to see multiple hits against him.
Yeah, Matty Dean, you wonder why it's so hard to score off of this guy. He's nearly impossible to get 3 or 4 hits in an inning to score a run. He keeps his walks per 9 innings are really down, and you look at his hits per 9 innings pitch, it's no wonder why this guy's one of the top relievers in the game right now.
Down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. From the stretch, the 1-2. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. Slapped hard the opposite way. Cabrera is there to make the catch, and that means we've got more baseball ahead. Nationals gone in order. No change in the score. It's 3-3. Kyle Bearclaw gets the ball as he'll take over to start this 12th inning. Here's Melky Cabrera. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit softly down the line at first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting.
Up next for the Buccos, Adam Frazier. Mano-a-mano numbers with Bearclaw. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Here comes the first pitch. Ball 1 as the changeup misses well off the inside. Bearclaw, a former Miami Marlin. He was acquired via trade last year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
Turner ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Popped up. Adams has a play, and that's the 3rd out. Striding into the box, Trey Turner. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Rips this one to first. But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out.
The center fielder.
In now is Adam Eaton. His past history with Keone Kela. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Marte going back. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the 2nd out. Digging in, Anthony Rendon. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fly ball out toward left center field. Marte is there to make the catch, and that means we've got more baseball ahead. Ready for another chance? Colin Moran comes in 0 for 4 with an RBI in this one.
Colin Moran.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ball 1. Line drive to left. And a clean base hit, so he gets off the schneid, as they say, and is now 1 for 5 in the game. So the leadoff man reaches base safely here in extra innings.
The first base.
Boy, there's another opposite base hit right there, Dero. He's turning April showers into May foulers right now.
There's no doubt about it. This guy has gotten off to a hot start, but it's his ability to use the whole field. That's what's made the difference. He's not just pull happy or trying to push everything the other way. He's taking what the pitcher's giving him.
Heaton comes on now, and he has it 1 down. Riding in once again, Eric Gonzalez. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
This one's down to third. There's one. Throw to Adams is in time. They turn the double play. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Juan Soto. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And that's out number 1. Digging in once again, Matt Adams. 3 hits, including a pair of doubles for him thus far. No balls and a strike to count. Hit high and deep is straightaway right field. Cabrera going. Going back, and just short of a home run. This ball's off the wall. Long throw to third, and he's going to get there. And there's your winning run at third now with only 1 away.
Up next for Washington.
Wow, you think they'd learned their lesson and would pitch around this guy. That's his 3rd extra base hit of the game. This one a triple, and
how do you like that? They roll the dice, the squeeze works, and it's going to end the ball game.
What did I just see? My eyes have to be messing with me because I think I just saw a walk-off suicide squeeze to end this thing. Gutsy call or stupid, I'm not sure, but it sure looks like a genius move right now. Incredible.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The Nationals used a 3-run ninth to help propel them to the win. Kyle Barklaw claims the win.
Welcome to your Saturday edition of Inside the Show. I'm Justin Allegri. In the National League Central, the Nationals knocked out 10 hits as a team as they walked off to the extra inning win over the Pirates 4-3. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 4-1. The Brewers smacked 15 team hits as they pushed past the Dodgers at Chavez Ravine 6-4. The Metropolitans combined to give up just 5 hits as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 2-1. Jake Arrieta pitched his way to his 100th career victory, leading Philadelphia to victory over the Marlins 4-1. The Diamondbacks sent 3 balls into the seats as they made short work of the Padres 9-1. The Rockies got 11 hits overall as they dismantled the Giants 9-3. The New York Yankees took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 5-2. Mike Zunino had a big fly with 5 driven in as Tampa Bay rolled past the Blue Jays 7-4. The Boston Red Sox had 12 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Orioles 5-4. The Royals amassed 14 hits in the game as they pounded the Indians 10-2. Jose Barrios pitched into the ninth inning with one earned run on his line as the Twins disposed of the Tigers 5-1. The Mariners grabbed 13 hits in the game as they stole the victory in extra innings over the Astros 6-5. The Rangers racked up 11 hits as a team as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 6-4. And that's what's happening around the baseball world heading into today. Join us again tomorrow for the latest from around Major League Baseball. Hi, I'm Justin Allegri, and this is your Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. In the National League Central, the Buccos grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 4-1. Also in Pirates news, starting pitcher Chris Archer will be out of action for a few days according to team reports. He's dealing with a flexor strain in his arm. The Chicago Cubs combined for 10 hits as a team as they sank the Mariners 11-1. The Washington Nationals totaled 13 hits as a team as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 4-3. They now have 5 straight wins. The Reds totaled 11 hits as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 4-3. The Milwaukee Brewers allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they bested the visiting Rockies 6-0. The Braves pounded out 17 hits in this one as they bested the visiting Padres 11-6. Francisco Lindor added 3 RBIs to his total, leading the Indians to the win over Miami 7-4. The Detroit Tigers grabbed 13 hits in the game as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 8-5. The Yankees hit 3 long balls as they got a road win against Arizona 5-2. The Dodgers went deep 4 times as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 6-5. The Oakland Athletics put together 10 total hits as they took down the Red Sox on the road 8-4. Ivan Nova grabbed the victory, his 4th of the year, as the White Sox claimed victory over the Orioles 3-0. The Kansas City Royals combined to give up just 5 hits as they destroyed the Rays 8-0. The Twins launched 3 home runs as they got the home victory against the Astros 8-3. The Blue Jays got 11 hits overall as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 5-3. As always, thanks for tuning in. That's all we've got this morning. Enjoy the games later today, and we'll see you tomorrow. The beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL Central, the Padres combined to allow only 4 hits as they sank the visiting Buccos 4-0. At the start of the day, the Padres are in last place in the NL West, and the Pirates sit in 3rd place in the National League Central Division. The Cards picked up 14 hits in total as they got the win in a laugher against the Rangers 12-2. Heading into the day, the Rangers sit in last place in the American League West Division, while the Cardinals are in 4th place in the NL Central. The Atlanta Braves swatted 4 home runs in this one as they got the best of the Brewers at home 11-5. As of right now, the Braves are in last place in the NL East, and the Brewers are in 1st place in the NL Central. Steven Strasburg pitched his way to his 100th career victory as the Nationals downed the Cubs 2-1. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. As of today, the Nationals are in 2nd place in the NL East, while the Cubs are in 2nd place in the NL Central. The Los Angeles Dodgers brought out the rooms in a 3-game sweep as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 7-5. Entering the day's action, the Reds sit in last place in the National League Central Division, while the Dodgers are leading the National League West. Tayron Guerrero had his first victory of the year, leading Miami past the Mets 2-1. In the standings, the Marlins are in 3rd place in the NL East, and the Mets are 4th in the division. The Philadelphia Phillies allowed only 5 hits in the game as they bested the visiting Rockies 1-0. Heading into the day, the Phillies sit in 1st place in the National League East Division, and the Rockies are in 3rd place in the NL West. The Giants combined for over a mind-boggling 20 hits as they were winners in extras against the Diamondbacks 11-9. At the start of the day, the Diamondbacks sit in 2nd place in the National League West Division, and the Giants are 4th in the division. Giancarlo Stanton was a major force at the plate with 6 RBIs, helping lead the Yankees to a win over the Rays 9-3. They now have 6 straight victories. As of right now, the Yankees are leading the AL East, while the Rays are at the bottom of the division. The Astros completed a 3-game series sweep as they took down the Red Sox on the road 5-0. Happy Saturday morning to you. Here's the news and results from Friday. In the National League Central, CC Sabathia got the W and now has 250 on his career, helping Pittsburgh get one against the Brewers 3-2. In other Pirates news, starting pitcher number 50 will be out of action for the next couple of days. He's suffering from an inflamed nerve. The Washington Nationals totaled 13 hits as a team as they were winners in extra innings over the Reds 5-4. The St. Louis Cardinals allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 1-0. Josh Harrison made the difference with a 2-home run effort, helping lead Detroit over Atlanta 4-2. The win was their 5th straight as a team. Steven Souza Jr. plated 4 runs with 3 hits on the day, leading the Diamondbacks past the Mets 6-5. He is among the National League leaders in stolen bases. The Colorado Rockies held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they took Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Monday. Looking first at the NL Central, the Stros combined for a 4-hitter as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 3-1. The Cardinals combined to give up just 5 hits as they beat the visiting Marlins 4-3. Craig Stammen won his first game of the season, helping lead the Friars to a win over the Brewers 3-1. Paul Sewald collected win number 2 on the year, leading the Metropolitans past the Braves 3-2. The Nationals allowed only 5 hits in the game as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 4-2. A.J. Pollock picked up 4 ribbies on 3 hits as the Dodgers defeated the rival Giants 7-4. He extended his hitting streak to a modest 6 straight games. The New York Yankees smacked 15 team hits as they beat the visiting Rays 12-1. The Angels sent 3 balls into the seats as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 10-8. Jorge Polanco plated 3 runs on the day as the Twins took care of the Red Sox 7-6. The Baltimore Orioles knocked out 10 hits as a team as they defeated the A's in Oakland 6-3. The Seattle Mariners got 12 hits in
And good evening to those of you just joining us on the show. You've chosen to tune in at a great time. Adam Frazier may be looking to go deep here as he and his team trail by 1 here in the 9th. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And he takes this one high, 1-1.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
Swing and a little blooper to center. Matuk is after it, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Corey Dickerson. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Line toward the alley in left center. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Up next for Pittsburgh, the catcher, Francisco.
Now here comes Ron Gardenhire up out of the dugout, and a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So as he departs, his fate is still up in the air. He could stand to win it. He could get a no decision. He could even be on the hook for the loss if both runners come around to score. Joe Jimenez is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the 9th.
Number 77, Joe Jimenez.
Francisco Cervelli will be his first assignment here, as he'll face him with runners at first and second and one gone. From the stretch. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field. A base hit. Throw comes in quickly now, so that tying run will be forced to hold on at third here, still with only one away.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Well, this looked like he could have kick in and get the first out of it. Boom, boom, boom. 3 singles. All of a sudden, they're loaded with 1 out.
Yeah, this is execution at its best right here. 1 out. He's still got double play in order. If he can make a pitch, he can get out of it. If he doesn't, crooked number goes up.
First delivery to him on the way. In there, no balls and a strike.
Obviously a huge situation in the game here, but at the plate he's got to keep it simple. He can't try to do too much just because the bases are juiced. At the very least, just find a way to get that tying run home from third.
And there's ball one. Now the 1-1 pitch. Oh, on the ground to first. Can this be two? Throw to first is not in time, and we've got ourselves a tie ball game.
Well, it's really hard to complain about this one because that's one of the hardest double plays to turn. The first baseman has to deal with the runner headed to second, and he sometimes shields you from throwing where you want to make the throw. They should have made it, but that's a tough play all the way around.
Josh Bell the next to hit. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
Here's the first pitch. Soft liner towards short. He'll go to the bag for one. Go to Cabrera for an inning-ending double play. So this game will not end here in the bottom of the ninth as they push across the equalizer, and we're right back where we started from. 10th inning coming up. All tied at 1-1. And that'll bring up Mikey Mata. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First offering on its way. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Obviously, it's pretty deflating when you blow a lead in the bottom of the ninth, and now you're still fighting in extra innings. But the fact is the game is tied, and a win is still very much a possibility, so they have to play that way.
And he needed extra innings to get it, but there's his first hit of the game, and that'll keep the hit streak alive and kicking.
D-Roll, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball, right? You go extra innings, that lineup turns over, and was able to get him one extra AB.
Yeah, and he'd be lying right now if he said he wasn't thinking about it. The boys hooked him up right there. Pitching staff extended the game a little bit. One more plate appearance, and he extends the hit streak.
The next batter, Jeimer Candelario. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Line to the right side. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And the go-ahead run will move up to third and wisely hold there with nobody out.
The pitcher.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Hit on the ground out to short. He's got it. They get the force at the plate. Relay to first is too late, so no double play, but no run scores.
The batter, number 1, second baseman,
So bases are loaded. Nowhere to put him with one away. And the ever-versatile Josh Harrison digs in. Here's the first pitch. And a late squeeze attempt, and it looks like it's going to work. So they get the out at first, but the run will score on the suicide squeeze. So a gutsy call there, as that takes some serious stones to call the suicide squeeze this late in the game, but the go-ahead run comes in to score. Here's Jordy Mercer now, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. In prior matchups with Felipe Vasquez, he's 1 for 2. 0-1 count, the pitch. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Number 11 for him on the season, and it's suddenly a 5-1 ball game.
What a piece of clutch hitting. This team is holding on to a slim lead, and he blows this thing wide open with a 3-run blast. That could be the nail in the coffin.
0-1 the count. Good cut that time by Cabrera, but he couldn't come up with it. It's 0-2.
Hey, this is interesting right here. Got him down 0-2. He's been swinging the heck out of the bat. I thought they would pitch around him. He's going to have to button it up a little bit.
And he strikes him out here for out number 3, but the damage has been done, as now they'll need some extra inning heroics to pull this one out. So they score 4 times on 4 hits here. No errors and no one left. So now we'll see if these guys can get even in the bottom of inning number 10. It's the Tigers 5 and the Pirates 1. Nico Goodrum is going to go ahead and stay in the ball game and play third now. Blaine Hardy, a 6'2" left-hander, jogs in to take over on the hill.
Number 36, Blaine Hardy.
Leading off the inning, Big Daddy prime time, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Big Daddy prime time.
And now pitch on the way. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
Stewart is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out. Kevin Newman will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first.
The center fielder, number 6.
The Pirates batting order turns over and set to go. Starling Marte. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. 2 out, nobody on. Here's a blooper out toward left center. Stewart ranging forward. He can't get there as it falls in.
Yeah, definitely not the execution you're looking for to pull an outside breaking ball, but who cares? Next day's box score, that's a line drive.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. In now, Colin Moran. Marte off for second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. It's on the bag, and he is out trying to take second, and this ball game is over.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
Tonight's game comes to an end. 5-1 the final score. Detroit wrap up their 20th road win of the season. Joe Jimenez claims the win out of the pen, his first.
Here now is our
so
final
that's a
line
wrap
score
here tonight. For Mark DeRosa.